Hey y'all, how are you doing? Good, I hope. Um, I have to apologize to y'all because apparently yesterday was Sunday and I forgot all about it being Sunday. I didn't realize it till it was too late. Well, it wasn't too late for me to come on. I was just too tired to come on, to be honest. I didn't realize it till like 9:30, and I went, "Oh shit, today's Sunday." So I'm gonna have to. I've got to do it anyways. I got to write me a schedule down, and I got some other things I need to write down because I'm just not forgetful. Just I get doing something else and I forget about what I'm supposed to be doing because I'm wrapped up in doing something else. And yeah, too many things going at once and not enough hours in the day. For me, anyways. I don't sleep well at night, so it doesn't take long for me to get tuckered out throughout the day. Not only that, I'm just lazy. I'm not really lazy, but I am lazy compared to some. Hi, Miss Taylor Maine. How are you? I want to color, but I'm not sure what I want to color. So this is pretty, but I don't want to color birds. I just want to color something kind of easy. Kind of easy. So this is really cool. I'm thinking about doing the snake. Yeah, why don't we do the snake? And I think I'm going to do him in... trying to find what I'm looking for. That's pretty. That's a pretty color. That one. And I need this one. Yeah. Probably that one. Hi, Miss Lori. I know. I said I forgot all about it being Sunday. Like I need a secretary or something that can remind me what day of the week it is, what time of the day it is, what things I got to do today. You know, that type of thing. Okay, that's a possibility. Okay, I think we're going to use those right now. And then what color do I want to do those? Maybe we'll save that for those. And we'll do this. Um, thinking. Yeah, see, you need to be my secretary. 'Cause I'm serious. I can't remember diddly squat these days. Um, I had to. My lovely, lovely, lovely little dog, and I'm saying that with all due like respect to him because I really could kick his ass right now, but not his fault, so I'm not gonna. So I have this really bad habit of I don't throw things away until they're not usable anymore. So I have sheets that, you know, they go on our bed and they work, but they're thin. They really are. Um, they're old, but hey, they still go on the bed. They still do what they're supposed to do, and you know. So I think he thinks he's a friggin' cat because he does that scraping, nesting type of thing when he tries to lay down on something. Well, the other night I fell asleep on the sofa, and apparently he went in and crawled in bed with my husband and did the nesting thing on my sheets. Thank goodness it wasn't a pair that I really love because he would have been in deep shit. And he ripped them all to hell. So, needless to say, I had to throw those away. Little asshole. But, just gives me a reason to go out and buy some sheets now. Right? Right. Um, Although I have like a million pairs of sheets, so I really don't need to. I just need to have him get rid of some more. So I got wrapped up into doing that anyways. And, amongst other things, and just totally forgot about it being Sunday. It's the only thing since we've had him that he's tore up. And he didn't do it on purpose. He just, does what comes natural, I guess. But we're breaking some serious habits, and I've been doing some serious training with him lately, so. Right? So, like I said, it's not his fault, but it kind of is his fault. He's got his own bed that he can be doing that stuff on. He doesn't need to be doing it on mine. Now, if he would have went through like my mattress protector and all that stuff that's on my bed, yeah, I would have been like seriously pissed. But no, just the sheets. And they were old anyways. So I'm kind of not sure what I'm doing here, but I'm just kind of trying something different. Right now I am using. Hi, Miss Ivy. How are you? Right now I am using. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. It's some kind of purple hue. It's PC 132. It'd be nice if they'd put names on these pencils that people can pronounce. So I don't know if I told you guys, but I went for some tests and they've got the results back in, but you got to wait for them to read them, and two, for them to get off their asses to read them. My cardiologist is booked until November 5th, and my other doctor had a death in the family, so he's not back in his office until the 3rd. So they haven't. I'm sure they haven't even looked at them yet. So I get to sit here and play the waiting game. Why, the results are sitting there, and who knows what. Hi, Miss View. How are you? I am going to put the comments up there so I can see what y'all are talking about. That's funny. You just say it's a damn hue. It's a damn purple hue. That's what it is. No, it does. It does. We are just gonna be patient and go on about our day. Dealing with all the wonderful things that life has in store for us. One thing at a time, right? Right. So I have my comforter from the bed, because I just threw on a blanket when I changed it yesterday. So I got a comforter freshening up in the laundry right now that matches the sheets that I put on the bed. Hi, Bamboo Cat. How are you? I am coloring in Starkina. And yeah. I said I wanted something easy, and I picked something with like all these little tiny little delicate little things in there. But the snake is so pretty. And yeah, I know, one more whip. That's right. Because the way I look at it is it just gives me something to do. Some whips, other days I don't. So sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Sorry. Hubby's out cutting grass. I'm thinking probably the last time this year. The weather's starting to cool down a lot. And we're starting to get the breeze from the lake coming in. Right now, our high was supposed to be like 68, but with the breeze from the lake, it feels a little chillier than that. That breeze comes in from the lake and it blows right in my bathroom window. And man, you go to get out of the shower and you about freeze to death. Like, holy jitters. It is a pretty book. Yep. It says magic on it, but I didn't really see anything that posed as what, some people think is magic. I did a flip on it the other day. So that's on there. And I will fix the titles, you guys. I just haven't had a chance. I fixed a lot of them the last time I was in there. I'll go in and fix these, and then I should be all caught up. Because I don't like the way Restream has a thing for its titles. To me, it doesn't make any sense. So I just wait and then go in and fix them. It seems to be easier. I'm assuming my husband on the other side of the property, because I don't hear the lawnmower unless he's done for the day. And that's very possible. Mr. Psycho Puppy is laying right down here by my feet. Which, if he does that more often, he'll be keeping my feet warm come winter. Which I can't say I'm like sad about. That's it. I'm not too worried about it. I'm the only one that's got to look at them, so Although the one I'm doing in Autumn Charm, I would really like to get that finished because it's so close. And I just really technically haven't even worked in it. So that one I need to get finished within the next few days. And then the one in Oceans with the jellyfish, it's really close too. So those two are my ones that are super close. Then I just need to, push out and be done. I put the link to the channel up there if anybody wants to come up. If not, that's fine. I'm good. But I know some just like to get on and have a good conversation. So we are all for that. Thank you, Miss Ivy. My grandbaby, y'all. Sometimes I wonder. So I have her in, I guess it's called Snapchat. Don't quote me on what Snapchat is because I have no idea what Snapchat is. All I know is she's in it, I'm in it, and that's all I know. So today she sends this now you got to remember she's in a new school because she went up a grade, so she's in a new school, and she sends this Snapchat thing, and it says happy birthday to one of the girls that she knows. So, grandma is nice and I say happy birthday back. And my granddaughter goes, Grandma, you know that wasn't meant for me, right? I'm like, what? She goes, you know that wasn't for me, right? I'm like, no, really? You mean it's not your birthday today? I'm like, yeah, silly. I know it wasn't for you. She goes, okay. Well, why are you saying happy birthday? I'm like, because it's a friend of yours and I always say happy birthday to your friends. She goes, Grandma, but not this one. All right, y'all. Hold on one second. My husband is in the house and I don't want to disturb him, so I am going to shut the door to my art room. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, honey. Okay. Miss View, I can't hear you.
I didn't say nothing, but was that hello
Oh,
for me or hello for him?
hello for both of you.
hello for him and hello for me.
Honey, I'm
Now
doing
that
a
was
live.
funny.
Turn around. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, that was funny. I was like, I'm gonna wait and see which one is step 4.
He's funny.
Uh-huh. Oh, I ate those 2 tomatoes that he was talking about. They were so good.
Were they?
One I put on the window and it ripened up a little bit the next day, but it's still small, so it's not going to get any bigger. It's just going to ripen, and that was good. I ate it with a kale salad. Then I still got my the big one, the big heirloom one that's like about this big. I still got that one, so I'm gonna slice that one up tonight with some cucumbers and
Right?
some onions. And onions.
I got grape tomatoes coming out my yin yang,
Oh,
and we've done 16 um 50 35 32 somewhere in there jars of spaghetti sauce.
mmm.
So, and I think we've only done 9, might be just 9 jars of regular tomato, like to go
Yeah.
into like chilies and stuff. Yep, and then the basement is full of red potatoes. Some of them that I need to can, some of
The
them are
little
just
ones. The little
the
ones.
little red ones. Yeah,
Those are my favorites. Yeah.
yep. We're gonna can some and then just leave some the regular way.
Mm-hmm. I had a friend that was from well, not had. She's not deceased. I hate when people say that. Oh, I had a friend that would, but they're your active friend. So one of my friends that's from Nigeria, Nigeria, and she would make this thing called potato salad. I think that was the English version name of it because I'm not sure what they called it, in her country, But anyway, she would make it and she would bring it to our office events and stuff, which, I'm real funny about eating food at potlucks at work.
Right?
But I would I'd be like, well, who made the potato? Who made this? Who made that? And did they order it out? Yeah, because I've gotten sick from those type of things before. But somebody made some meatballs or something one time about 45 years ago. So I don't mess with food. I don't mess with. So
they
she
used
would. Go ahead.
they used to have those in the shop where I worked at, and it was like, yeah, no, I'm certain
Yeah.
that I wouldn't want to eat out of some of your kitchens, so I'm good.
Yeah. So she made her potato salad. It actually wasn't. Yeah, it was called potato salad because it did have potatoes in it. But anyway, basically, just to run down what it was in there, it was potatoes, onions, green peppers, jalapeno peppers, a bunch of spices, a bunch of African spices. I think maybe a little Burberry pepper spice, which I have some, and then oil and vinegar. And so she wouldn't mash it up. She would just cut everything up and then put it in the fridge. You know how we make the old fashioned cucumber, tomato, onion salad and put vinegar and put it in the
Kind of
refrigerator?
almost sounds like a German potato salad.
It does, but you know what? It's international, so everybody commingles stuff.
Right?
And she says that they also make it with yams because they have a lot of root vegetables that they eat.
Right?
And so, because she couldn't find a lot of the stuff that she used to make it originally while she was in Africa, she has to make do, going to the markets and stuff and get stuff. But anyway, she made it with those little bit red potatoes. So that's the only way I know how it's supposed to look. But baby, that stuff is good, and you can eat it hot. You can eat it hot too. But normally, people we eat ours cold. We eat our
Right?
cucumber potatoes. Yeah, but oh, it is some kind of good.
Yep. I think German potato salad is made warm.
Yes, it is.
But it's kind of like a meatloaf. So many people, meatloaf was like developed because people had so many like things left over in their refrigerator, and they just put it all together, and that's what they come up with. That's why they called it meatloaf.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like one of those things. Everybody makes it different, but it's
Mhm.
called the same thing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, it's one of those. Anybody and everybody makes it.
Yeah, every country, every nationality has some version of the same thing because it's food. It's basically depending on what kind of spices and stuff, and what kind of cooking utensils and stove and all that.
Yep.
But Miss Kim, did you get to see Miss Dee Dee today? Miss
I
Dee Dee
did not.
today. Okay, I always watch her, but I happened to catch her again, and she was coloring in Catatoup.
Oh, was she coloring or was she painting?
Well, she voted. She let the audience vote. She was painting, and then she ends up coloring because she paints the acrylic mats down and everything, waters it down. So it was a hard tie because people wanted either her to do the Catatoup, or they wanted her to do the the paper where they stamp it. I can't think of what it's called.
Oh,
You know, what is it called? I'm gonna get one of those things. I have everything but the actual jelly roll plating. Jelly roll. Let me see that Tootsie Roll. So we were voting, and it was like Jelly Roll or a Catatoup. And I always know which one Miss Dee Dee wants, and I'm like, Dee Dee was being very fair. And then after Catatoup won, and she's like, "Well, Catatoup won." I could hear the disappointment in her voice. Well, we're gonna do this Catatoup until I move on to something else. Then we're gonna do a little bit of Jelly Roll. Because she had some beautiful paper she wanted to show, and so only thing I need to get is that daggone plate, the jelly roll plate, and I would be jelly
so
rolling too.
I think it's very nice of her to ask, but
Yes.
see, you wouldn't get in that predicament if you didn't ask.
Well, I think she likes it. I find it interesting to see, which one rules. Now, sometimes the jelly roll rule, it depends on who's in the audience. Like if people have already done the jelly rolls or they want to see the jelly rolls, or the ones that want to see the Catatoup, they want to see her color because everybody likes her to do all of them. So, but it always wins out. It always ends up being nice, and then she always ends up doing a little bit of both. That's what I like. She
Right.
still gets it out, and then everybody gets a little bit of whatever we want to see from her at each show. So she was coloring this page now. Now, mind you, I try to keep up with her. That's why I have a lot of unfinished pages where you see me coloring part of it, because I actually sit here. I try to find the colors that she has, and while she's doing it, I'm doing a live tutorial. So of course I didn't have the yellow. No, she had said some yellowish green. So then I pulled out some yellowish green, and I looked at her on the camera. It looked like it was yellow. So then I pulled out the yellow, and then she said, "Oh, this is not green enough." So then I said, "I already know what she's gonna do. She's gonna drop a dot of green in that yellow and make it yellowish." So I did that, and then she said, "Oh no, I'm gonna still use this yellow." And I said, "No, Miss Dee Dee," I'm screaming to the screen. "No, Miss Dee Dee, I got the yellow down." And then she switched on. And I said, "Dang, Goldie." So then she went on to that. Then she came over here to this. And then she said, it's a frog. So I'm like, "Oh, I got you, Miss Dee Dee. I'm trying to plan it here. I got you, Miss Dee Dee. I got frog color." Okay. No, this is Kelly green or something. She said, I said, "No, Miss Dee Dee, that's not the green I got. I didn't pull that one out." So I had to use. So anyway, this is what I came up with. And then she made the gray. Then she said, "Don't put any water in there because we want to cover up the line." See, normally she said, "Put water in this. We don't want to cut." Girl, Miss Dee Dee had me on. I had to take an extra blood pressure medicine today. Oh my goodness. So this is what I got, and I'm gonna come back later and color it in. But hers looks fine. So anyway, I followed her as much as I could. She was double thinking what I had already planned. So you just never know what you're gonna get with Miss Dee Dee. It was hilarious. I was like, no. If she had a call in, I would have called in.
Right? I'm trying to be 10 steps ahead of you, but you keep changing your mind.
And that's the beauty of her, because she'll switch your stuff up on in a minute. I'm like, oh well, I just enjoy. So anyway, now I have a page, and then I had all this paint left over on my palette. So then I went through my book and just started coloring random stuff. Like I just colored this. This was the yellow I had, so I said, well, let me color this banana. So I just went through the book and just colored stuff. But anyway, I'm not gonna do that anymore. No, actually, I'm gonna do it every time she does that. I try to follow along
I
if
was
it's
gonna
something.
say, yeah, who you kidding?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I'm
and then
glad Miss
and
Laura.
then you're gonna get on when you finally do it, you're gonna get on and say, damn it, I did it. I did it. I
Right,
anticipated everything she was gonna do, and look at me
right,
now.
right. I'm gonna do that one day. Watch. That's what I'm striving for.
Yep.
I am. So I'm glad to see Miss Lori. Hi, Miss Lori.
Yeah, was thinking about her once I realized what I had done, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, she was probably looking forward to something to watch, and I just kind of failed that thing right there. I just kind of failed
Yeah.
badly.
And I was going to jump in, but I was like, no, somebody else is going to jump. And so I hopped on and did something, but I had to get off. And here we are. And they were like, I'm leaving. Mm-mm. I was going to be mad if I saw Miss Lori come in after that Friday. I was going to be kind of mad. I would be like, you need to be resting, but I know coloring is relaxing.
Well, if she can find a way to do it,
Yeah.
still have herself comfortable,
Yes. Then
all the
that's
more
good.
power to her. But if she pushes herself to the point where, it's really uncomfortable just to entertain us, then yeah, that's
Yeah. Yeah, she said she's sure. Yeah, I
then
did
that
come on
means
for a little bit.
Miss View is coming to my house, Lori, and that means we are driving to your house.
Right, right. But I wanted to give y'all something, and I said she knows she gonna be looking. Gonna be like, well, who's helping out with my spot? And I was like, dang, who is helping out? Because that's the prime time. Y'all know we like to come on here on Friday nights and sit with Miss Lori. Somebody could have stepped up. I tried to, but I couldn't.
Oh no, no,
I
no!
was tired this
Yesterday, that
week.
was Sunday.
Oh, that was Sunday. Oh,
Yep,
but I did on that Friday too. I did something on Friday.
yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep. Yeah,
I want
we're gonna step up and help her out on Friday.
Yeah. Yeah. So I came on for a little bit, but I had done so much that day. I was tired. I literally would have fell asleep. I can't sit where I have to record. Okay, yeah. See, right. So I knew so next Friday, who gonna hold it down? Who gonna hold it down for Lord? Kim?
Yes,
You saying yes?
yes, yeah,
Okay,
yep.
well we'll come over.
I've
We'll come
already
over.
got it. I've already got it done. Planned that if she can't,
Yeah.
I'm gonna step up for her. So, yep.
Okay, good. Yeah. Cause at that time of night, I gave her probably about a half an hour. I gave you a half an hour, Miss Lloyd. That's all I'm good for at that time of night.
Right? I'm gonna be like going.
We gotta get at least a good 2 hours in on Friday. That's what Miss Lori does.
Yep,
Shoot.
yep.
Or three. I know I've been on here more time.
No,
It seemed
shut
like it
up. We're
was
gonna do two. That's what she does. We're not doing
oh
three.
see, I was trying to add two. Oh, she's like,
I
no, we're not.
know. See
We're
how she
doing
is,
two.
Lori.
Okay. All right. 2 hours
I'm
for
gonna come
Lori.
on at 11, and I'm getting off at 1.
Okay, that's it. It's set it in stone. Okay. With rolling guests in and out in the chat. Okay.
That's right. That's right. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yep, and I will color in Teresa Goodrich.
Yes, and I did. Okay. Oh, I did pull one out. I pulled two out, and I actually one is for Miss Lori. I talked about it yesterday. Y'all know how bad I am with these, but it's the gnomes. So I think the vote was I was gonna finish this coloring page that I started with Ryan's colors. Oh, it's in this one, the pumpkin one. So I'll do this. I'll either do this one. Okay, Lord, Miss Lord, this your show on next Friday. I can finish this one. I'm gonna finish this anyway, but for your show on Friday, I can finish this one. That's in Gnome Sweet Gnome. Or I can start. Ooh Lord, I done forgot which page. The Halloween page? The autumn page? I don't even know which one. Oh, I don't know which one. Oh, Oktoberfest. Oh, I think it might be that one. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I ain't done nothing to either one of them. So, Miss Lori, what do you think? What? And we ain't got the color the same thing. I've had requests for that, but I've never make it. You haven't. You can start it. Oh, Kim,
Oh, Miss
Lori's adding
View,
10 o'clock.
do you want to take 10 to 11?
Oh, and break it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll do 10 to 11, and then Kim will do 11 to 1.
Oh,
Right.
yep.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, because I know
And
you don't like to be on more than an hour.
no, and yeah, right. Oh, I got this one here. Okay, I don't know which one it is. It doesn't matter. I got 10 to, yeah, people did request her to at 10. Yeah, but I think she did a vote. I think more people voted for 11. I thought you had 11 12 too. Your choice was 11 to 12, Miss Kim. I mean 11 you come on, or 12 you came on, and then the vote was that we voted that you came on at 11. Cuz I knew I
Yeah, she
was like,
used to come on. She used to come on at midnight.
yes, that's what I remember.
Yep. And then
Yeah.
everybody kept asking if she could come on at 11. And some had
Yeah,
requested her coming on at 10, but
at 10, right.
she's got
Yeah.
other things happening, so. Mhm.
Okay. Let me write it down on my thing. So I got 10 to 11. Actually means 10 to 1 because I'll still be at yours. Okay. Let me write it down in my calendar. No, let me set it on my phone. That's a better way for me to remember because it's got an alarm. And I'll figure out which one of those. I was over there finding spiders. Okay. You're not a spider person, right?
I'm not a spider person.
Okay, we're not going to talk about. But you got a garden though. The spiders I was going to talk about, Miss Kim, which we're not going to talk about. These are particularly aimed towards gardens, and they are so good for the garden. I was like, what?
That's
Oh,
unfortunately those kind of come with the territory, but
yeah, and that's the thing, right? And the gardens, they bring out different spiders than regulars. Oh, I'm gonna have a whole video on these because I've taped 3 of them. I'm not talking about. I mean, I'm not taping them. I'm showing them now. I'm gonna do a whole show, and it's appropriate since it's Halloween's. So it's gonna be a
they have
spooky.
these what my husband and other people got different names for them. I call them corn spiders. My husband calls them banana spiders. Um, I don't know what other people call them, but they're huge. They're huge. They're like the size of like a nickel.
Mm-hmm. What color are yours?
Uh, black and yellow, kind of like
Yep.
black and brown type of. They're just ugly. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to like all the nasty, ugly colors, but I see them and I go the other way. Because those damn
Mm-hmm.
things, like I said, they're like the size of a nickel. I'm nope. Mm-mm. Nope.
Well, yeah, so that's what's coming up. I'm trying to plan it in my thing. So I've already got 2 great videos. No, 5 with the ones that you already saw earlier, and then I've got some more. So I will be creating a creepy Halloween spider. Maybe I can find a spider to color.
You just let me know when and
I'm
where
gonna put
so
in
I
the title.
don't show
Don't
up.
watch this. No, I'm gonna put in the title. This video is not for you, Kim. I'm gonna put your name in the title. Oh, you got some? Yeah, I love you got 2 huge ones around your peppers, and I find that they're so needed. But it's like I don't want to, I don't want to be running across one, especially with the webs. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, yeah. Can't remember their
My
names.
mom used to get so tickled because I am not. I'm not a bug person. I'm not. And to be out here,
Right.
when we would go up north as kids, I didn't want to get out of the car because it was like bug city.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we moved up here, we started doing the garden thing and the cannon thing and you know, walking down the road picking the wild asparagus my mom's like, "All right,
Mm-hmm.
who are you and what'd you do with my daughter?"
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I still don't do spiders. Mm-mm. Nope.
Well, I haven't seen a snake yet, but I
Mm.
know it's coming. It has to.
I'm
It's
not crazy. I'm not going to reach down and pick up the snakes, but most of the snakes that we have around here are just garden snakes.
yeah,
So,
and they're needed in the garden too.
yep, they're not
It's
going
a
to
whole
hurt you or
ecosystem.
nothing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
they're not poisonous or anything like that. So, I don't really fret them too much. And, I mean, I probably would if I seen one in my house or something, but
Yeah,
um,
and the house is different. Yeah.
we get these sort of like a centipede.
Oh
There's
yeah.
another name for them, but um, they like the water, and um, they're long and like a million and a half legs, and millipedes or something like that. I don't know, but those are nasty looking, and friggin'
Mm.
earwigs. Yep, those suck.
Lori's petrified of snakes. I haven't seen one. The only ones I've seen have been in the road where they got hit. I've never. I mean, I've seen snakes. Or could I say I saw snakes? Let me be. Okay. Well, I've seen snakes at the snake museums and stuff like that. But just for me to just be looking live across at I think I went to a fair. There was somebody had a snake around his neck, but
I've seen a few in my yard, not too many of them though.
I'm waiting to see one. I know I'm going to see
Um,
one. I have
we
to. I
keep
don't want
we
to.
keep everything trimmed and neat,
Yes.
and they like to hide, and there's not many places to hide up here, at least by the house, anyways. So yeah,
Well,
you
that's
don't
what I
see
was going
them.
to say. I don't want to roll over one. Like that's why I don't like the grass. Like the grass in the back. Now that I got this new fence, so I can see everything, and then the fence is white, so I can see everything around it. So I don't have anything growing. But on the other side of the fence is like Mother Nature in the wild.
Hmm.
So but and then there's little spaces where they could slide, but I haven't seen any, so I shouldn't worry about it. But I don't want to mow the grass and roll over a snake or something like that.
Well,
They
the way
hear
I
you, they run though. They can feel when you're on there. They can feel
yeah,
it.
the way I look at it, they'll go back underground, or
Right.
sorry about your luck.
Yeah, right. You just get decapitated. My bad. Yeah,
Right?
and that means it was your time to go.
Yep.
It's the nature of
Um,
order or
I
whatever it's
can't
called.
I can't say anything about that kind of stuff out here because the farmers are out there in their fields, and they're doing their corn and their stuff like that, and occasionally, every once in a while, they'll get a deer,
Oh, yeah.
and especially the baby ones, they'll mama leaves them out there, and they don't move because they hear
Yeah.
something and they're scared, but the farmers can't see them either.
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes, unfortunately, they get it, and it's kind of like the nature of the beast, I guess.
I saw a couple of YouTube shorts and things with the farmers when they were cutting down the corn and cutting down stuff, and they actually saw the little baby deer wherever they were, whatever machine it was, or before it went down, and and they were very gracious. I don't know if they just did it for the opportunity to do a video or just to show the compassionate and to show that people need to be mindful. That these little animals might be
They
there.
do,
So
they do,
yeah,
and
and they
they
showed
need to
it.
pay attention, and
Yes.
um, get off there, stop their machine, and get off of there, and
Yeah.
move it if you have to.
And that's what the videos did. The ones I saw, they moved them, and it was so cute. They're so cute. But yeah, they just didn't need to be right there where they were, mowing down the fields, plowing
Yep.
down the fields. Yeah.
But I'm sure you get some of them that there is a lot of farmers that get very angry with deer
Yes, they
because they
do.
they say they eat a lot of their profit of their crops,
Mm,
and because deer they can eat a lot, but
yeah.
you gotta also realize that this was their home before it was yours.
And then, the ones that do that, they don't offer the deer solution. The people that I see that are trying not to do that to the deer, they are offering the deer a little plot or a little area to entice them over there so that they won't be over here.
Yep.
So, you know what I mean? I don't
Yes.
feel like trying to verbalize it.
Yep. But in you see in our state, it's illegal to have plats like that,
Oh.
because they have found some diseases in the deer way up in um like way up into here. Like our state's a mitten. So
Yes.
they have found like tuberculosis and
Yeah.
some other diseases and stuff. So you're not allowed to bait or anything like that around here. Um,
Hmm.
so um, that's kind of like really hard for them to do without them getting in trouble,
Hmm.
because they don't want them in
One
one area.
spot.
One
Yeah.
area, yeah.
Hmm. It's a touchy subject. It really
It
is,
is.
and
It
you're
is.
borderline
You're
between a
trying to
pain and
get
gain.
you're trying to get humans into nature, and sometimes nature decides it's going to fight back, and it doesn't always have room for us to be there, and you
Hmm.
just you got to realize that it's not their fault that they're trying to eat and get through the cold winters and stuff. It's yours for being there. This
Well,
was their space,
it
and
sure was.
it's I don't know. It's like you said, it's one of those subjects that some people just will argue with you no matter what on. They're always right, and no matter what you say, you're going to be wrong. So.
Well, they had the same situation with the carp. I think they bought the carp fish to take care of something else that was being aggressive and invasive. But now the Japanese, I guess, I don't know, they bred them. They were trying to like have a little areas of them. But anyway, the carp, I think it's the Japanese carp. I might not be sure with the name of it, but it is a carp. They have been overly aggressive and are taking over, and they're not a desirable fish over here for us to eat. It's not like a lake trout, or
Right.
good old catfish. So yeah, so they're having like bands, and they're having like rallies, and you know
Yep.
like they're like hoarding the fish, not hoarding, they angling the fish to go into certain areas, and they're basically killing them, or
Yep.
you can still eat them, but they just don't taste as desirable. But they are eating everything. They're eating the stuff that our fish that we like.
They're eating our fish. So
That's right, they're monsters,
yep,
right?
they brought them over for I can't remember what they're
I can't
called, but
remember what it was
they
either.
stick themselves to the bottom of boats and to our whales,
Anchored,
and
barnacles.
yeah, they just havoc all over the place. So
And
um,
even whales and stuff. Yeah.
they brought in these carps to eat them. Well, then they
Hmm.
found out that the carps are so aggressive that they're actually eating the fish that are in the lakes that they put them in to eat the other stuff.
Right. And they're taking over.
So it's kind of like the same thing they did when they brought in the Asian beetle bugs. They brought
Oh,
in
oh,
the Asian beetle bugs to fight the some kind of bug that was getting on trees and killing trees. Well, then the Asian beetle bugs, they multiplied like rabbits so bad that
hmm
they were out of control. So then they had to bring in something else, and then it's just
Lori
it's
says invading the rivers, and because they produce so much waste, they're making water toxic.
yep,
Exactly. Yeah.
yep, yeah, because they're eating the fish that eat the plankton and all that other crap, and it's just
It's a
it's
whole
making a
cycle.
mess. Yep,
Yeah.
making a mess.
So it has to be like a whole study. You just can't say, "Oh, well, fish is horrible. Let's just put this other fish in, and then that can kill that one or kill whatever it's eating, and then we'll be all good." No, you got to think about the repercussions. There's other things that's killing that, and then that thing might turn on eating whatever it is. It is what it is. So
Yep.
that's what's going on now. The carp, and
Yep.
they are trying to introduce the carp for us to eat because there's thousands of them, but I mean millions of them. I've had a regular carp, but I haven't had this type of carp that's out here now.
So again, that's where the government has stepped in over and above where it should. And now we don't normally get political around here, you guys, and we're not really going to get political, but
No,
it's a conversation that
yeah,
um, you know, don't mess with Mother Nature. Don't
oh,
mess with God. Things were put here for a reason. Things were done for a reason. Like they try to manipulate our weather by going up and throwing shit into the clouds that make it rain when there's a drought or whatever. You know, they're causing this to really be bad stuff, and they need to just keep their noses on their desks with their paperwork and
but
let
yeah.
mother let Mother Nature take care of it.
Yeah. What was that? What was that? What is a commercial? Was it what was it, butter or oil? Don't mess with Mother Nature was the thing, but it was a commercial back from the 60s
Oh,
and 70s.
yep. Don't
Lori.
mess with Mother Nature.
And then you'll have this woman with the little angelic, the white gown with the gold
Was it?
leaves and a torch.
It was butter.
It was butter. Well, whose
But what
butter was
kind
it?
of butter
Name
was it?
that butter, baby. Lori
Um,
knows what butter it was because that was a catchy line. Don't mess with Mother Nature. Because you'd be like, "Can I have some such and such butter?" And they'd be like, "No, you're gonna have this one." And then the commercial would come on. Don't mess with Mother. Hold on, let me Google it.
don't mess
This
with
is
Mother
silly.
Nature. Don't.
It's
Oh,
silly,
what
but
commercial was that?
some margarine because there was a big thing. Some people like margarine and some people like butter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I bet you it was a margarine commercial because there was like it. You know how they do the Grey Poupon mustard and regular mustard and pardon me,
Oh, I
honey.
remember the commercial.
I
It was
don't
a cute
what.
little jingle.
Yes, and I think it was more maybe for a butter commercial.
Um,
Land O' Lakes. Look at Miss Lori. I knew Miss Lori knew. Yes,
Miss
see,
Lori
because
is
some
probably
old.
cheating and asking her mom because her mom's probably sitting right there.
Yeah, because people, you go to people's houses like they do that with mayonnaise and salad dressing. People is real particular. You do mayonnaise, you do salad dressing, you do yellow mustard, you do brown mustard, you do margarine, you do butter.
Yep.
It's always so Imperial. Lori got the name brand. Look at her. Lando was it Lando Lakes and hold on, let me find it. I ain't playing it. Let me
I
go
don't
on.
think it was Imperial. I don't think it was Imperial. I want to say yes on the Land O'Lakes, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't Imperial.
It wasn't. Who was the lady that came out? She almost looked like. She looked like what's the lady Archibald Edith Bunker, but it wasn't an Edith Bunker. It looked like the lady that played Edith Bunker's sister.
Edith Bunker.
The lady came out so regal. Don't mess with
This was
Mother
Mother
Nature.
Nature.
Oh, my God. Oh, she said, I'm gonna ask Mike. Haven't seen my mom in a couple of days. Oh, she's upstairs. She had to ask Mike. And there's a commercial with Mikey. Mikey, ask Mikey. He
Yep.
likes everything.
Yep. That was a
Mike
cereal.
went
That was life. That was life cereal.
so your lifelines is added to the mix too, Miss Color, Miss Lori. Ask Mikey.
As
No, don't ask
Mikey.
Mikey. No.
Yep.
He'll like crap. No, he'll eat anything.
Yep.
Oh my god! And then Mikey come out there looking at the bowl with his cute little freckle face self.
Yep.
Look at the bowl, and then look at them, and then look at the bowl. Grab that spoon, and he goes to eating. Okay,
Mikey likes
what?
it. Mike eats
He
anything.
likes it, and then everybody else start eating. Our commercials back then they were very simple, very, very wholesome, but they were funny.
Some of them, yep.
Yeah, some of them were kind of mean, but the ones we're talking about are oh, chiffon. Was it chiffon? Why does I remember chiffon? Ooh, child.
Chiffon. Why don't I remember chiffon?
I remember chiffon, but I don't even know, was it a butter? Because it's not around. It didn't
Yeah,
last.
chiffon was a butter.
Chiffon didn't last. But they had an old nasty piece of war. Okay. And then people was fighting over this pancake mix. And then the syrup. Child. Listen, we had marketing fun.
I'm telling you, there ain't anything better than Mrs. Butterworth.
Oh yeah, Mrs. Butterworth, yeah, and then and so and there was a barbecue war too with barbecue sauce, but I can't. I think Heinz had won it. I think they did some commercials, but I can't remember any. Heinz 57 Worcestershire sauce, Mrs. What's this here sauce? Whatchamacallit sauce?
The whatchamacallit candy bar.
Yeah, oh, that was a good candy bar. It was like filled with everything left over from the floor. They scraped it up and put it in the thing. And oh, he just showed you the commercial. Okay, let me see. She says chiffon. Mike just showed Mikey, who likes everything, just showed Lori the commercial. Let me see.
Give it to Mikey. Mikey,
Chiffon. Let me see. I'm gonna go on mute. Okay,
Mikey
chiffon
likes
commercial.
it. Or how many licks does it take to get to the center of Tootsie Pop? One, two,
three. That's it. Oh, my mailman is coming. Yeah,
Oh,
okay. It's not nice to fool Mother Nature. Yeah, hold on. Let me go on mute, Kim, so I can play it.
And that was an owl that would eat the Tootsie Pop. He was supposed to be like a professor. He had glasses on, and yep, they dressed him up to make him look all smart.
She waltzing through the daggone forest talking about some, hey, how y'all doing? Look at these. Oh, look at my daisies. And then the man said, and the man said, where are the words? The man said something about, oh, this is my sweet butter. Oh, yeah. And then the man said, no, ma'am, it's not. That's the damn the daggone Mart. He didn't say it like that. I'm breaking it down because I can't remember exactly what he said. And then she said, what? I know you. And she's dipping her finger in there all dainty with the bowl. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, we're so happy. Nuh-uh. And then she looked and said, what? And then she puts her arm in the air, and then the whole vibration go down.
It's not nice to mess with Mother Nature.
That was actually the best marketing line because you can make a product that really tastes like something.
Well, yeah, considering, how many years later and we're still remembering.
Yes.
I couldn't tell you a commercial from like yesterday, but I can tell you those commercials.
Well, I still can't. I'm not a soda person. So when that whole Rite Aid, Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, Pepsi, those, I could never tell the difference between any of them because all of them taste the same to me because I don't drink them.
When I was a teenager, I was a Pepsi drinker. I really was. And I drink Pepsi like all the time. My mom made us drink juice and stuff, but it was Pepsi. Pepsi was cool back then. And yeah, I couldn't tell the difference between them either. One now I can because I'm older and I know, but Pepsi has way more sugar in it than Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is like real acidy.
Okay.
Where Pepsi and Mountain Dew and all that, they're nothing but sugar.
Yeah.
So Pepsi and that will rot your teeth, and
Mm.
Coca-Cola and stuff will eat a hole in your stomach. So,
Oh, okay. There you go.
right,
Hey, pick your battle. Okay.
right.
Mhm. And then there was a war. There's always been a war with cereals. Then the war ended up being with cereals with the real brand and the store brand. And then we found out that the real brand was making the store brands also. Um, and then there was a war with the coffees, Maxwell House, Folgers,
Yep.
and there's another brand. I can't think. Maxwell House, Folgers, and was it Taster's Choice? No, I don't even know.
Was it Duncan?
No, Duncan hadn't came. Duncan is new. Duncan wasn't out then. Masters. Okay,
Folders.
Folgers
All I can remember is folders in your cup.
and Maxwell House. Yeah, Folgers in your cups. Maxwell
Maxwell
House.
House was good to the something about the
Last
drip.
drop. Yep, good to the last drop. And there was another one. Oh, I can't think. And Colin with Lori, could you tap Mikey on the shoulder and ask him what was the other third coffee? He might have been a little bit too young and not able to drink coffee because I know he's a youngin. But could you ask?
I know my parents always drank Maxwell House,
There was another
and there
brand.
was A&P,
Yeah, but there
but
was
that's I
that
think
one.
I think that's a state thing. I don't know if you all had A&P where you were at.
But we had grocery stores A&P and that A&P had the stamps the stamps that you could
Yep,
get
but
when you
they
buy
had the
stuff.
fresh ground coffee too.
Yeah, their store brand. It,
Yep.
it was good. It smelled good.
Yep. Oh, I love the smell of brewed coffee, but I can't stand the
I
taste
do
of it.
too. Oh, you can't. I love coffee. Well, I didn't like coffee till later on, till I got to be like in my 20s. No, actually 30s. I didn't like coffee. I like the smell of it, but I just never liked it. Yeah.
Nope, I've never enjoyed the taste of coffee at all.
Oh, hold on. My mail lady just came, and I'm gonna bring back something here to show you. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Ooh, we like it like it. We like Happy Meal. She done kicked herself. Me too. Hi, Miss Foxy Colorist. Yep, that fresh ground coffee just smells so good. And I'm like one of those really weird people. I love the smell of fresh cut grass or when you first, like the very first part of fall where they're burning the leaves and stuff. Oh, I love that smell. I know it's weird, but it is what it is. Uh-huh.
Okay, so I didn't get any mail. I didn't get any love mail. Hold on. Look. Y'all
Hey,
know
you
what
got a
this?
percolator.
This was my granddad's,
Yep.
and yeah, and you would put the coffee in here. You put the actual coffee ground, and I do use it sometimes. And put the coffee in there, and then you put this thing on here, and then you would fill it with water, not all the way.
And you didn't put a
Filter.
coffee filter in there. Nope, it was
No,
just
that's the
straight coffee.
this. Yeah, this was the filter, the metal thing,
Yep.
and then it has a little jiggle top, and then you fill it, put it on the stove. This actually goes on the stove, and then it would start bubbling, and then the water would bubble up and mix with the coffee and everything. And then after you cook it, depending on how long you boil in your coffee, some people boiled it light, some people boiled it for a minute. This thing would just be, it's time for the percolator. It'd be going.
I used to love to watch the coffee come up into
Uh-huh.
the
It would come right up
little.
in that glass thing.
Yep.
And then you
And when
pour.
it would come up into there,
Mm-hmm.
my grandpa always took it off and said it was done.
Yep, that's when it's done. And then when you're pouring it, the strainer right here would filter it through these little holes here so you wouldn't get into the coffee grounds. But you have to hold this when you're pouring it. And now this is a little one, and my grandfather would be, if he was here now, be 100 or something. But yep, so this is at least 80 years old because him and my grandmother got married when they were young in their 20s or something.
Yep.
But yeah, there's bigger
My
ones, but this is what
my mother-in-law still has the big percolator.
we have a big one too. Well, we had a big one, so but anyway, but this is what I ended up keeping. Yeah.
Miss Lori said, always a mouthful of grounds
Right, and
at the bottom of
yeah,
those.
and then when you get it, and then you would never drink your coffee all the way down to the bottom because you knew the grounds would be there. You let it sit,
Yeah.
stir, and I'll be right back. I got to put it back up on my thing because I don't want to be in here because child, it'd be to get co-mingle with my art supplies. I'll be right back.
Yep, we're having a walk down memory lane, you guys. A day in the life of all us old people. Okay, so I'm digging this. Check this out. So we have a bluish, kind of purplish snake type of thing. And then we have yellow gold flowers. And I'm thinking they're looking pretty cool.
Okay.
So we went through commercials. We went through
like you had a whole agenda.
we went through coffee pots.
My goodness.
Let's see. What haven't we went through?
Spiders. We went
Yeah,
through spiders.
yeah, we
and
went
snakes
through
and
bugs and
gardening.
insects. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
We skipped over it. The live show. Hey Kim, hey Foxy. The live show with the bugs will be on my channel. It's the garden animals. That's what we
Yeah,
call garden creatures.
she can
I'll have
do.
one on
She
my
can
channel.
do all the insect and bug things that
Yeah,
she wants to do. We are definitely,
as Kim colors a snake. Do you see this? As she colors a snake.
It's not
Yes.
alive. It's not coming to eat me. No. And it's a fake snake. It's got flowers on it, so you know.
Yeah. It's a decorated snake.
Yeah. If it all of a sudden went, I'd be gone. See you
That's
later.
the problem. Yeah.
Yep. You would be on here by yourself, going, where the hell did she go?
Yeah. What's
Yep.
going
And
on?
then the old man would be coming in here with a shoe.
But yeah. No, it is still creepy. Laura's like, it's still creepy. It is. But it's interesting how that she's coloring it. I like how she's decorating it and blinging it out. It's like a blinged out snake. Like that doesn't scare me. Yeah.
It almost kind of reminds me of the koi fish that you colored in Oceans.
Oh,
I
I
haven't.
love
The reason I got that book and I still haven't colored those yet.
Mm-hmm. Lori colored Oceans, koi in Oceans.
The koi fish in Oceans? I don't know.
That's the fish. Did she color that?
I don't know. Do you got your book right there or not?
Who,
If not,
me?
I can grab. If not, I can grab mine.
Oh, you're talking about. Oh, Kim, I had a senior moment. You're talking about Rita Berman's new book, Oceans. Okay.
The hell do you think I was talking about?
Kim, it's a senior moment. Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yes,
We're gonna.
it's a senior moment. Oh,
Yep.
let me get.
Welcome back, honey.
Yeah, right. I blinked, and now I'm back. Okay.
That's right.
Ocean. Yeah, because I was like, I don't even know where. I think I had a mind out of body experience. I really did. I, oh goodness, I'm gonna have to get some. Is it a ginkgo ball? What is it that tea you drink that's supposed to keep your memory on point?
Oh, damn it! Why do you always ask me when I can't remember shit?
Good, you're supposed to help me. But anyway, y'all don't think that my memory is not sharp. My memory is too sharp. Sometimes I wish I would forget things, but I'm too petty. Oh, the koi fish. Yeah, and this is still a whip. Isn't that something?
Yep. Now those. That's the reason I bought the book is because of those.
Yeah. But then I started coloring these over here too with watercolor,
Yep. Yep.
watercolor and markers, watercolor markers. Yeah, she's got a yeah. So, but yeah,
Yeah. I think I've only colored. Um. Where'd it go? This
you
one.
colored the more. Yeah, ooh, that's pretty. I started that one and then I chickened out. I think I might be lying. Hold on, I might be lying.
And then I started the my jellyfish.
I hadn't gotten to that one. That's so pretty. I've been marinating on it.
Yep. Now I'm just working on those little whatever these are. I'm thinking they're waves from her swimming or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll do the very background. But
Lori is doing a disclaimer. I have
I
meds
had
to take. So if I say something odd, sorry. No, we're enjoying to wait to see what you're going to say so that when you don't say anything, we can have something to talk about. Do y'all remember when Lori was over there?
no.
Oh, she
We want you to say the odd shit so we can pick on
yeah,
you.
give us some material.
That's right.
Because she's
Apparently,
good
I
with
have
her
been on
story
here.
time. Huh?
Apparently, I have been under the influence and said some things. So no,
Oh, you did. I caught you in a couple of them, but
I
I
know.
went ahead and let it be known right at the moment.
Uh huh. Yep.
But we need some good story times for Miss Lori because we got to do her show on Friday. Next Friday this Friday coming up. I got
Oh,
10 to 11. Kim is doing 11 to 1. So,
we got good stories on Miss Tater.
mhm.
That's what we used to call her back in the day, Miss Tater.
Tater tot.
Well, see, Lori had um yeah, Lori just ate potatoes for like the longest time. And nothing
Oh,
nothing but potatoes. So we used to call her
okay. I got you.
we used to call her Tater.
Oh, see, you didn't tell me about that, Miss Lori. I might have decided not to speak to you if I'd have known you just eating taters. I'm just kidding. That sounds so dumb, doesn't it? I love taters, Miss Lori. I didn't know you were a tater lover like I am. I could eat potatoes every day.
I don't know if she still does eat taters anymore, but
I
she
love old mess of hot. We call them skillet fries, but onions, green peppers, onions, green peppers, potatoes in the cast iron skillet on the stove. I, what they call them? They're not oven fries, but
I'm always
fried
sensitive.
fried tomato fried potatoes. But I thought they were called something else. But yeah, fried potatoes with some fish or some bacon. Well, turkey bacon for me.
We have
And
fried potatoes all the time
I love
with some
it's so
with some
quick.
celery and some onions, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we'll
Whatever.
even throw some zucchini in there and fry that up with it.
Yeah, I like that too, Miss Foxy Colors. Potatoes are really. worldwide, and they are really good. Like, I mean, eating too much is not good, but then how you cook them. But every country and every culture has like something root vegetable with it. But fried potatoes, it's just everything. And ooh, ooh, child, ooh, the granny's breakfast. Ooh,
Yep.
mm, mm.
We're having
Some eggs, bacon, biscuits, hot water cornbread, sliced tomatoes. Ooh,
we're having loose burgers with brown gravy and mashed potatoes today for dinner.
I remember you talking about loose burgers, and I was like, "What is loose burger?" They do sound
Just a
delicious.
burger all broke up.
Yeah, and then you told me, so it's like a burger broke up, but it's not like a sloppy Joe because you don't put the sauce on it.
Well, it has brown sauce like gravy, so
That's right. That's what
it
you.
is like a sloppy Joe, only it's with brown sauce instead
Yeah,
of sloppy Joe
that
stuff.
sounds good. Yeah.
It is. It's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
We went easy yesterday. We had mac and cheese and chili and hot dogs. Made some
Ooh.
made some homemade chili mac. I love
We
chili
used
mac.
we used to call, like, when you made, instead of making spaghetti, and I don't even know if it was. I don't, let me just get it out, and y'all can understand what I'm trying to say. Goulash.
Mm.
Everybody makes goulash different. Now, what do you think when I say goulash, Kim? How do you make your goulash?
Noodles,
Or
tomatoes, onions, green peppers,
yeah,
um, like a goulash.
and we call, but it was actually. I just remember when my dad was making it, and we didn't have any spaghetti noodles, and then he ended up using the macaroni noodles that my mother would use for macaroni and cheese.
Elbow
And he said,
macaroni, yeah.
yeah, he said, well, and I remember them fussing. He said, but this ain't nothing but some damn goulash. So I come honestly by my cousin, okay? Because she was like, don't use my macaroni and noodles. And then, well, we don't have any spaghetti noodles. Back then we didn't have, it was late at night. He was cooking and stuff, girl.
Who's gonna
And
run to
she,
the store?
right, who's going to, everybody, we get ready to eat. He, because, well, why did you buy any damn spaghetti? Because you're using for this and that. I don't even know what they were saying.
Right.
Back and forth. I'm embellishing it. But the bottom line is, he had this good sauce that he made, like spaghetti sauce. And they was like, well, damn it. And Pam, go get the noodles. But we're going to boil the noodles. I went in there, I said, we don't have any spaghetti. Like, throw the whole dish away. No, I didn't say that. But, well, what noodles we got in there? We got some macaroni noodles for the macaroni and cheese for
Got
Sunday.
some
Well, bring
elbow
that
mac.
box out here. Right. Go ahead.
Got some elbow macaroni. That's the
Yeah,
best.
that's what I said. Elbow. That's what they call elbow. Bring that out here. Okay. Oh, yeah. And I'm like, ooh, this ain't going to go well. And she was like, bring what? I got that for the stuff. And then I don't like you using the cheese. All that cheese, we had the big box of cheese. All that cheese is for my macaroni and cheese this Sunday. Well, we're eating tonight.
Keep going, and I'll be right back.
Okay. So we're eating tonight. It's like, okay. I was like, ooh, this whole conversation. And I was in the middle of it because I was helping cut the green peppers and the onions and stuff. Yeah, some people can make some. And you know what Foxy Color is? Exactly. Because I was thinking in my mind, well, because I know the argument that's getting ready to happen, because he going into the macaroni and cheese items. He overstepped the boundaries with some of the fixings that I was cutting. Because I had to cut the onion like you had what you had. I mean, we had a lot. We had everything. It was fine. But that spaghetti sauce, when I tell you that spaghetti sauce was smelling some kind of good, we was gonna be eating good that night. So then she hollered out there, well, don't use my damn noodles. Make some rice. And he said, rice? I don't want no goddamn rice. Pam, bring them damn elbow noodles out here. And what did I do? Yes, sir. Because I had already helped make the sauce. I was slicing the tomatoes and the green peppers. I was doing everything. I knew how much cheese to use. Girl, it was a war up in that kitchen. It wasn't no violence or nothing like that. It's actually funny now, and I'm only sharing. I probably never shared this story before. So after we had got everything together and put it together, and then she ate it, she was mad and cussing and fussing. Well, not like horrible, but you know. And then we sitting there eating, and then we had to use some Parmesan cheese on there and everything. And then we eating it. It's so good. And then she said, he said, "How is it?" She's, "Well, it's good." He said, "Oh, I used them elbow noodles, okay? This ain't nothing but some goddamn goulash." When he did that, he, after he finished his plate, dropped it and walked away. It is what it is. But I'm gonna tell you, he made so much of it. We did eat it with some rice, and then also you just take some bread and just slop, and you can put it on a bun and make a sloppy Joe. Like it just depends on just getting the
Okay, I'm back.
protein. Yeah, the meat and stuff in there, and you can make a big pot of that. You can freeze those. I do make those now, and I put them in my portion, my not my portion, my what do I call them? I forgot when you make a whole bunch of batches of stuff. But I always make that sauce, and just depending on what item, what spice you put on there, you can change it up. But it's goulash, so that's my goulash story.
Love goulash.
Go
Onions,
ahead.
peppers.
Hmm.
Yep. Only thing different about it being spaghetti is the noodles.
Yeah, I use all kinds of noodles for spaghetti after running out the noodles one time. Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
we've used egg noodles. We've used elbow
Hmm.
macaroni.
Yeah.
Whatever we've got, that's what we use because you know
Hmm.
we're kind of
And
like you. Even though it could be 4 in the afternoon, who the hell's going to drive 30 minutes to get a pound of noodles?
right, you know. And we
You
hate when we miss stuff. We were like, okay, I got everything at home to make it. And then you get right in the mix of it and you forget that you don't. Like, dang. So then you gotta improvise.
Yep.
I even put that sauce on some potatoes before. I'm gonna tell you, it's some kind of good. And use the leftover sauce to make some chili. Add some beans to it, make some chili. It's a staple.
Yep. You learn so much when you're young and um, you're trying to just make your grocery money go a certain, like, it's got to go so far. Um, you learn how to stretch things and how to make things go. I'm my words are not coming out, guys.
Oh, it's okay. Mine aren't either. But the only difference with the sauce was the if you put extra chili pepper flakes or whatever or jalapenos. I make that same sauce now that my dad taught me how to make. I make the same sauce, but it just depends on whether I put peppers in there or if I put a couple of other spices, but it's the same way. The Holy Trilogy items: celery, green peppers, onions, and the tomatoes, whatever. Sometimes people put carrots, grate them,
Mushrooms.
mushrooms. Oh yeah, garlic, of course. But all of it's the same thing. Lori says spaghetti is a noodle. If you use a different pasta, it's pasta with meat sauce or marinara. Exactly. Hmm.
Spaghetti is
But
whatever I want it to be.
it is ever whatever you want, and I like that. So, and in some way, I think all of that is kind of like could be like thrown in the category of and goulash, but goulash sounds like a harsh word, but I think goulash is a survival word, and it shouldn't be like But when you want to be reading somebody down, girl, she had me over there. Oh, what did she cook something fancy? She's so fancy. What she cook? Child, whatever she made would taste. It looked like goulash and taste like what swamp. You just it could be a nasty word, like not trying to give somebody a compliment. Child, it
my
was some
grand
slop
my
she gave us.
Yep,
Hmm.
my grandfather, we'd go over there on Sundays and have dinner with them sometimes, and um I, I don't know if my grandfather, to be honest about it, I don't remember where my grandfather came from, but he had to have been southern or something because man, his favorite thing was beans and hog hocks.
What'd you say? Hog hops.
Hog hocks. Do you know what a hog hock is?
Okay, hold on now. Hold on. I know what a hog jowl is. What is a hog? Spell hawk. Like a ham hock?
Yeah.
So you mean ham hock? Oh, I know what a ham hock is. I
She
got you.
called them hog hocks.
Oh, okay, I
Beans
got
and
you.
hog hocks.
Yep, I got you. I never had that, but I know I understand the concept. Yep. Ham
Yep.
hocks, people use those for a lot of stuff. But yeah, beans and ham hocks or
And they
smoked
are
turkey.
nasty.
Yeah, if you look at
They're
them,
nasty. They are so full of fat and just
yeah, but
very little meat.
that
Meat.
fat is that fat is the flavor. Now I wouldn't cook that now. If I went someplace where somebody did it authentically, I would probably taste a little bit of it. But yeah,
Mm.
that's instant heart attack and clogging your arteries. But it's so good.
Yep. And pickles pig feet.
Yeah, I used to eat pig feet when because I was raised in the South. Yeah. Oh, mountain orange is better than mountain orange, but pig feet actually is really good, and it's a
I mean,
delicacy.
ain't nobody putting a mountain oyster nowhere near me.
Oh Lord! But but a scoop of in your fork, if you ever get the opportunity, take a scoop of chitlins, clean properly chitlins,
I'm
and
good.
put hot sauce on there, and then scoop a little bit of greens, and then scoop a little bit potato salad on that same fork if you can. The one fork holding those three things on there, and a little dab of hot sauce, and
Ain't
put that in
getting
your
nowhere
mouth.
near me.
I know, but girl, it is so good. I eat them about once a year, but I haven't had any in the last couple years, so I don't cook them. I remember how years ago, like I went to somebody's house like in the 70s, and they were washing them in the bathtub.
See, you're one of those type of people. You're not afraid to try things and
No,
at least take a bite of something. No, as soon as you tell me what it is, forget it. I'm not
you're
touching
not
it.
gonna eat it.
Nope.
Yeah, if I grew up on it, I'll eat it. I'll try, but I just make better decisions now for my health. Because you can't eat all that stuff all the time, but I do
I'm
like it, and I
sorry.
do
I'm not eating any animal testicles.
well, I never had the testicles that I know of. And Foxy said that's I've never had the what uh let me oh I was gonna be human. I mean not human. How about that? Take that wherever you want to take it. Okay, I've been celibate for 20 some 30 years, so no. Kim's like, oh, she'd have took it somewhere else. Never mind, go ahead.
I'm not sure I
Probably why I ain't married. Anyway.
can. Oh no, I am married and I ain't never eaten them.
Okay, never mind. Okay, we skipping them. Yeah, they stink. Yeah, they do stink. They sure do. And but they taste so. But now they do them in meals and stuff where they all they do is clean them, and then when you get them, they are so white and clean. And but then you pay for them now. They're expensive, extremely expensive.
Okay,
Um,
so
but look at Lori laughing. Lori, you're supposed to do a he instead of a ha ha ha.
she was laughing her ass off. The he's only for like, yeah, that was kind of funny, but
Yeah, well, she did a ha ha. She didn't do a
the
oh, I'm
ha-ha's
being
gut wrenching laugh. She's
oh
going,
my
don't
goodness.
make me laugh, you bitches. It hurts.
Right. Oh, she can't do it. You can't even light a candle and drown out this. You cannot. The smell will never go away unless you open all the windows and then maybe throw a match in there and burn the house down. That's
Okay,
when the smell will
so
go away.
um, I like watching animal things. I do.
I do too.
So the other day I was watching. He's called the Hoof GP.
I have
He's a
no idea.
farrier,
Oh,
is what he is.
ferrets? A
No, he's a
ferret?
farrier.
What is that?
Which means he goes and he trims cows' hoofs and horse hoofs and everything. You know, he's a farrier.
Oh yeah, I know what that is. Okay. Mhm.
Yep. So he trims a lot of cow hoofs and stuff, and he's really good because he actually explains like the problems that the cows have with their hoofs and stuff if he runs into a problem. And did you know cows have a lot of problems with their feet?
Horses do too. Hmm.
It's like, wow, I would have never, never guessed They don't really do
Mhm.
anything, but that's why, because they stand all the time.
In crap.
Well, that's technically not really why, but um, if
Yeah.
they stand in like a wet field, do you know cows don't like to be wet either?
Mm.
They don't like the rain or like wet fields or anything like that.
Mhm.
And if they stand in like wet fields, it makes their hoofs soft.
Mhm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And the horses and all of those, except for pigs. Pigs don't mind their hooves being wet. But yeah, they don't, they, because it has to be hard enough and firm enough so they can get a good bearing down on the ground. On the dirt, not the grass, the field. I saw a whole well, let's get back to the horses. There I saw some a channel. I didn't know that's what it was called, Miss Kim, the farrier. But I've seen some horse cutters, hoof cutters. I don't know what they're called. They come in and it's a nice pretty penny to come in there and because when your horse can't walk with his foot, like they need their 4 feet because that's all they do, and one of them is limping or something, or they'll get a fungus in there, and they'll call this man to come. I call him the toe clipper, the horse toe clipper. That horse toe clipper man will come in there, and the horse lifts his foot up just like, child, I ain't got no problem, like a fancy pedicure, whatever.
Right?
And they shave that stuff down, and they be getting all up in there, and then they put another metal plate on there. Girl, those channels are interesting.
Our goddaughter is actually in college for that right now. She left in August.
Oh,
She's going to be a farrier.
that's some good money. That's
Yep.
some good money. And it's a good, honest work, and it's giving back to the earth, you know.
Yep.
And
She loves
to,
working on the farms. So,
mm-hmm.
um, but yeah, I've seen the Asian YouTube channels. I don't remember what they're called, but where they trim the hoofs of the donkeys that are been
Yep.
misabused and stuff. Um,
Yeah.
and they've been rescued, so they go in and say those are just some of those are terrible. It's like how can you let your animals get like that? You know?
Yeah, the hooves will be all curled under and everything. And it's an animal, and they have 4 feet. They can't, if one of them is compromised, they can't do anything, and it'll go down, and then they can't get around, they can't walk, and then there's the demise. Animals that are like that, they have to have their hooves taken care of, and they can't just be sitting in
Yeah,
slop.
because if a horse lays down for any length of time, it'll
Yep.
actually squish its own organs, so
Mm-hmm.
it can't. That's why they
Yep.
sleep standing up.
Yep. But I saw this one horse that they had let the owner. It had been a rescue horse, and they had let the hooves just. Oh, it was horrible. This horse was like they had to literally carry it in there, which you can't. The horses are thousands of pounds. I mean, you just can't do that. So they have to make sure you maintain their pedicures. They did that horse's hoofs. The next week they showed that horse. That horse was trolloping and jumping up and doing cartwheels and shit. I was like, look at
Right?
that horse. I can feel you, horsey. I can feel you. But if you let a horse, like you let them go down, they have to have those hoofs taken care of. They do.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why
They're
you want to
amazing
get.
creatures.
Yeah, I think they're beautiful. I was looking at this one thing that had like the 15 of the top horses. This is a conversation I probably wouldn't have with anybody. Like people like around me, they're like, "Girl, all you talk about is horses." But you get on the YouTube and you get in the chat, you can talk to a lot of people about different topics.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, he
why
got
not?
his feet did. Nails did, feet did, everything did.
Yep. He even got his nails trimmed.
I can believe how good that feels, especially if you're carrying around 1,000 weight. Like, child, I get an ingrown toenail or something like that, girl. I can't walk. I can't put no shoes on. I can't. I'm
Yeah, you
laid out.
know, or your toenails get too long and it touches the tip of your shoes. It's like, ooh,
Ooh,
no, ooh,
that's
no.
it. It's a wrap. or
Yep.
sneaker, right? It's a wrap, child. It's a
Yep.
wrap. Uh-huh.
It's like
So, but
I no, I can't do that. It's like
I
"Grr."
know. Or, but I do look at the Animal Channel a lot. I do, and then when I go to sleep, I put on the wildlife noises, and then or I'll have the aquarium sounds. But I love aquariums.
If I really can't sleep, I'll put on a
Mhm.
thunderstorm.
Oh, I do that too. I love the thunderstorms.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give me a good thunderstorm video, and man, I'll be out like a light.
Foxy's daughter's a cowgirl. Oh, she takes people on trail rides. That's the only ride I've been on a horse is a trail ride. Oh, that's
Oh, I
awesome.
love horseback riding. Oh, it's
Yeah.
like the best thing in the whole world.
Hmm.
But you gotta learn. You gotta learn how to ride so you don't hurt the horse. You know, you gotta kind of ride with
Hmm.
the horse and not against the horse.
The horse place that I went to, I was little. They were the retired horses, so they already had a little trail, and they all went. And then we got on there in the school bus. We got over there to it, and then we just got on there. And so I never rode a horse, but it was very nice. And the horses are just like, child, let's put these little people up on top of our back, and we just gonna go on this little trail. They didn't deviate or nothing. They knew what they were doing. That they were gonna get the big apple afterwards, but they were so strong. You could tell the
Yep.
muscles.
Yep.
Oh,
I don't
horses
know
are
if they
beautiful.
told you, but the first thing they tell you when you get on a thing, if you go someplace to ride a horse, some stables or whatever, they'll tell you take your feet out of the stirrup and um keep it away from the barn because it'll when it sees the barn it heads full force for it. And
Oh,
if it trips or something and your feet are in the stirrups, you can't get out from under it.
yeah.
You gotta
Well, I was
you
just
gotta jump before it lands on you.
yeah, because that's pretty much over whatever part of the body that it lands on. But these were like 200 years, century circus horses and stuff. They weren't trying to do nothing. It was a trail, and we probably only went like 2 blocks on the thing. We were so happy. Oh, we riding a horse. What you do today at school? We went to the thing and we ride. Girl, I was so happy. I love, but and I love elephants too. Now those are really
Oh,
cool.
me too. Yep.
Yeah.
I used to ride all the time when I was a teenager, and they had these the stable thing that you could go to, and the path that they had, you could actually jump your horse over like a little stream type of thing.
Yeah,
That was cool.
that sounded cool.
Yep. We used to do that a lot.
I might go to the fair tomorrow, y'all. It's gonna be a 2-hour drive down if I do go, but it's kind of the weather is kind of dreary. Okay, the weather is kind of rainy. Anyway, the weather is not good.
The
So
weather sucks.
yeah, the weather sucks. So, but it's a fair, and they have a chicken exhibit, which I wouldn't. It's like 300 chickens, and I think they have some horses, and then I can get a turkey wing and some corn. I was thinking about doing that, but it's I don't want to be out there when it's all Dreary. I don't want to say it. Feel like I'm going to pronounce it incorrectly. How do you say that? D R E
When
A
it's
R.
dreary,
Yeah, jury. Sound like an insurance claim. Look at Foxy. I feel like when I say
when it's
jury, I'm
cloudy and
saying
overcast.
yeah. I feel like I'm saying jewelry instead of jury. Okay, there
Dreary.
I said it right. Jury. Wait, let me.
Put an E in there. Dreary.
Yeah, I didn't have an issue pronouncing words years ago, but I guess I have one now. So,
I
but
think,
anyway, huh?
like I said, half the time it's not ruined, it's ruined.
Rern. I know. I know that difference, but yeah, I hear people. Yeah,
I don't
ruin.
pronounce things the way they're supposed to be pronunciated, so I
Yeah,
just, it is what it is. You like me for me or you don't. I'm good.
yeah. So, I do want to go, and the prices for the tickets of the fair are they're not that bad. They're like $15.
You should
Um,
go. It's better than going on a hot sunny day where you sweat your ass off and don't enjoy it.
well, it's a 2-hour drive too.
Ooh.
And I have nobody around me that wants to go to the damn fair in the rain. They're like, girl, are you crazy?
Oh,
Turn
I
on the
would.
nature channel and sit your ass down. Girl. No, ma'am, I'm not gonna be riding around you 2 hours away. No, right. See, right. It sounds depressing, doesn't it, Lori? To look at some stinky chickens in a barn and see some horses walk around and smelling horse crap and eating the daggone corn on the cob, which I want, and 2 turkey legs, because I already planned my menu. But I and a piece of funnel cake, and then 2 hours back. But see,
I'll
Lori,
go because
this
I want a pretzel with some mustard.
yeah, see, but this is what I want to do. But Miss Lori, I don't have anybody around. These citified folks that I'm hanging around with around here, they like, girl, are you lost your mind? Girl, are we ready to bury you? Are you old yellow? Do we need to find a porch to put you up on? What? I just want to do that. Okay, I think that is so cool.
You
But
go in
no,
the tents and you see the like out here when they do that kind of stuff, sometimes they'll have garden tents where you see the trees and the
mm-hmm.
vegetables and stuff, or that you can buy, or you know
I'm
the
laughing because you see what Miss Foxy said, but go ahead. Foxy is a
or
mess.
the tents where they handmade jams and quilts
Yes, that's
and
what I like. Mm-hmm.
yep,
And honeys,
yep.
honey. Uh-huh.
Hell
See, I
yeah,
like that kind of.
I don't go for the rides and stuff. I go for the tents and the
No, I'm
animals.
not getting on a ride that was just down in another state last week, and now it's up here this. No, no, ma'am. So I'd like to, but I just feel like mm-mm. I don't. The thing is, I don't want to just do it by myself. Normally, if I was younger, I would, because if something happened, I can handle it. But now, if something happens, like get a flat tire or something, I just now I
Yeah, I
just
don't
have
like
to.
going that far by myself either. Sometimes I
Yeah.
have to, but I don't like it.
hmm And I like somebody to split the driving or something.
Right?
So I'm gonna miss it, but it's still hope. It's not the fair. The one that I'm talking about doesn't end till I think the end of the first week in October. So if I find somebody that wants to go, that's why I have my friends. I'd be like, "Can I borrow your kid?" And they'd be like, "What?" I would let them have the best time. I'll even pay just the ones that drive, and then they can bring their girlfriends or whatever. We can just drive down and stuff. Just take an old lady somewhere.
Put on a raincoat and
Right.
your
Mm-mm.
your mud flopping boots and
Yeah. But
go
no,
enjoy yourself.
they want to eat edibles and smoke weed and stuff. I'm not. No, we're not getting in that situation. But then I can take a,
We
you
have
know,
this place that has um an ice sculpture and stuff in the wintertime, and
yeah,
like everybody goes, you go to see the ice sculptures and the all this stuff, but it's freaking cold. It's outside and it's in the middle of winter, and we're in Michigan, the weather gets cold. So you bundle up and you put your snow boots on and your hats and your gloves and your and you go and you have a day of it, but it's friggin' freezing. I'm sure Lori knows what I'm talking about. Um, but yeah, we went there one time and we were in the warming tent, is what they call it, and they've got music and um, just it's just a place for you to get warm and BS with everybody. Well, we're standing there listening to the music, and I had just bought one of those pretzels that you put the mustard on and stuff. So
yeah.
we're
I
standing there talking to some people, and I don't put the pretzel in my mouth and bite it. I pull pieces off of it. There's this woman in front of me, and for some reason, I don't know, she's got really bad taste in clothes or something, but she had on this green velvet type coat, and I pulled my piece of my pretzel off. Well, when I did, the mustard went flying, and it went all over the back of her green velvet coat. I went to, try to wipe some of it off and stuff, and my husband grabbed my arm like, "Don't touch it."
Right.
So then I was gonna like at least tell her, you know, if my husband's like, just shut the hell up. He made me
Yeah.
leave.
Right.
He's like, just get
I
the
ain't
hell
mad
out
at
of
him
Dodge.
because if this woman wore a green velvet coat someplace, but it was the fair, the last thing is she wants somebody spewing some daggone mustard across.
Right? But I
Foxy, I
figured
can't
at
remember
least if
what I
I told
said.
her, she could like, you know, go rinse it off or something. And then my husband's like,
No,
shut the hell up. There's no
it's
way
a
you're
fair.
gonna.
It's a fair, so you can't do all that rinsing.
He's like, you can't afford to pay for that coat.
But I never heard of a green velvet.
It was
What
like
year
a
was this?
green, like velvet type coat. It was
Was this
like,
in the 2020s? I'm
no,
sorry.
no, this was like in like 90, 99, 98, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I would have
Mhm.
walked on past her and been. I wouldn't act like nothing happened. I pretend like I didn't even see that.
Yep,
Uh-uh.
that's what my husband made me do. I felt so bad. And then it
Sometimes you
became,
don't have to bring up stuff. Sometimes you just let it go for the moment. She went to a fair. Like, what did she think she was going to come back all lily white and presume or whatever the hell the word?
apparently.
Foxy, I can't even remember what I was saying, boo. I could even repeat it, but go ahead. I was wilding out, Foxy.
But yeah, I just, and then it became a
If you go
joke,
to a fair, you don't wear green velvet. You don't wear velvet.
right? It's the middle of winter.
The heck?
You're, you know, outside and stuff with the mud and the snow and the, it's like, okay.
Well, she learned that day. How about that? Every
She
day,
did.
everything is a teachable moment. It's
She did.
life is
Um,
a teachable moment. So if she got home and put her stuff down and hung her stuff back up and get ready to put it in the plastic and look, what is this yellow stuff? Oh, she's gonna think a bird pooped on her. That's all she's gonna think. A bird
I'm
pooped
kind of
on her.
wondering if the person that was, you know, standing next to me or behind me or something when we left in a hurry, they probably told her what had happened.
Mm, mm, mm. Well,
See,
Nelly.
everybody, I try to be nice, but
Well, I'm glad your husband said, "Girl, keep it moving, lady. Lady, I married you, but don't say nothing. Just keep it
he
moving."
did. It's like, get the hell out of here. We were
Right.
with we were with a bunch of people, and they were standing there talking and drinking a glass of beer, and um, I was eating my breakfast. Yep.
Hmm.
So then it turned into the Kim, the pretzel girl that ruined some lady's green velvet jacket.
And I do want a pretzel. I do want a piece of funnel cake. I want two pieces of corn on the cob and two turkey legs. I want it so bad. I feel in my spirit that I feel like I want to take this ride.
They're
I feel
they're
like I want to take the ride.
they're chili
2 hours.
cheese. They're chili cheese fries.
I hadn't got into those yet. I hadn't had
Oh,
those.
mm.
Oh, they good. I hadn't had that.
They're like
So
a battered French fry
uh-huh.
and homemade chili, and oh, it's so good.
I haven't had that, but I just feel like I need to go ahead and take one for the team. And if I do that, I'm gonna have to vlog live. I'm gonna have to make it worth it. But I also had the COVID shot and the flu shot and the pneumonia shot. But being in the dampness, I just don't feel it's gonna be a good trip. But I'm so close. So I'll see, but I'll check another day and see. Because I think the fair down there is up until the 9th of October or
Oh, I don't
something.
think I've had a fried Oreo.
I heard about them things.
I don't think I've ever had one of
And
those.
shake the powdered sugar. I'm gonna shake it like a what is it? Shake it like a something Polaroid picture. Yeah,
Torque that sugar.
make the powdered sugar twerk on the funnel cake.
That's right.
Okay.
Torque that sugar.
Oh my god. It's so good, but it's nothing like touching real ground and earth at a fair and the music and all the people. Um, I don't do the rides like that, but I do like watching people do them. I do like playing the games.
Yeah, the place that I was at, they don't have, it wasn't like a fair. It's just it's a town, and they have the ice sculptures that come in, and they have like a beer brewery there, and they have all these old time shops and stuff, and just it's a tourist town. They make, homemade fudge and stuff like that, but no rides or nothing. It's just all
Yeah,
ice
but that's
sculptures
good.
and you know.
Yeah, I think they had art ice sculpture too. I looked at the whole itinerary. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. So I don't know. So y'all just, I'll let y'all know if I do go.
And you
Um,
see you see all these girls walking. I mean, it's ice. It's cold enough to have ice, okay? And
mhm.
they're walking up and down these sidewalks in these heel boots, and they get to these sidewalks that have a inch layer of ice on them, and they're in heels, and then all of a sudden you see one down, and then you see them sliding down the sidewalk, and then you see a bunch of other people down.
Yeah,
Then you're going, oh my
yeah. That
god.
now I wear some good solid old ladies, solid sticking to the ground boots, or I got garden boots now. You know, I bought some gardening boots, that
I
mud
did. I
garden boots.
seen those. I think they're cute.
Yeah, I wear those. Anytime I see anything looks like wet or mud, girl, I put them things on. They are so good. They
Yep. I
tough.
always wear my winter boots. I don't like my feet getting cold.
Yeah.
So I have like mine almost look like Ugg boots, but they're not. Um they're like a dupe, but
Yeah.
they have some serious grip on the bottom of them.
Now, Kim, I gotta go only because I gotta do something tomorrow, but I gotta get started on it tonight. But I will be in the clouds, okay?
Okay.
And I shared your video out, and so I'll see you. We got a thing. We'll see each other before Friday for Miss Lori's. We're gonna stand
Yep.
in place for Miss Lori. Okay, I'll chat with you. I gotta run real
All
quick.
right. Take care.
Bye.
Thanks for coming up.
I'll be in the clouds though. Don't worry.
Okay. So yeah. Hi, Miss Wilcox. How are you, dear? I'm kind of making a mess out of my leaves right now, but that's all right. We can always make them look better. These are one of those things that, they're hard to mess up. Because even if you don't like them, you've got Posca pens and all kinds of things that you can do to make them look better. I just kind of got tired of coloring yellow and blue for a minute. So, oh, I don't want that color. Bye, Ivy. Thanks for coming in. Oh, I don't do replays, Miss Wilcox. For two reasons. One, I don't know how. And two, I don't know how. Yeah, and I figured y'all watched me once and had to go through it. I don't think I want to put you through it a second time. So yeah, you only get to, if you want to replay it, you have to go on to my channel and pick the video you want and replay it, because I ain't putting y'all through that. Nope, nope. going to do, let's do, oh, okay. Gotcha. Sometimes you gotta, like, go into some deep detail with me, because sometimes I don't catch on very good. And it's really hard sometimes in chat, you guys, because you're reading it, but you don't necessarily understand what they're trying to say or the tone that they're taking when they say it. So just remember, when you're reading chat, sometimes to just be a little patient, because who knows what's going on. All right, well, that's kind of a not so pretty leaf. Let's see, where's my, there it is. We got some soybeans in the field across from us, and they are really super dry. I'm kind of waiting for the farmer to come take them off here pretty soon. I'm hoping he gets to them at a decent time of day, because I hate it when he's out here running his stuff at 11, 12 o'clock at night. It drives me crazy because it shines right in my front window and it's loud. It's like, but his livelihood, so I don't say anything. All right, enough of the leaf thing. Let's do, okay, so I'm kind of liking the darker, the cobalt turquoise with the true green next to this blue and purple. I'm thinking I like that one better than I like this one. So we'll probably fix this one with that, because I really like it up against it. I think it is a pretty color. So we'll just go in here and put more cobalt in here. There we go, instant fix. Same thing with these little ones. I was listening to a little mini audiobook thing. It's a series of these little mini stories, and it's about mafia bosses in different scenarios and stuff. And some of them, are kind of way out there, but others are actually pretty good. Thank you. One of them was this woman was dating this guy, and he was extremely abusive and stuff, and she dated him for like, I don't know, 8 years or so. And one night they had gotten in a big fight, and she went to this like hotel bar thing to get away from him. And she ran into this mafia guy, and they had a one-night stand. Well, she ended up going back to her abusive boyfriend and stuff and found out that she was pregnant. And 7 years later, she had left her abusive boyfriend and stuff, but he was harassing her and making life, just kind of really bad for her and stuff. And she had what had happened? I'm trying to think. I don't know. She broke down or something, but anyways, it was raining and she was walking home, and here come this mafia boss, and talked her into him giving her a ride home and stuff, and found out that her ex-boyfriend was harassing her and her son. And anyways, they ended up going to like a safe house that the mafia boss had, and he hunted down this guy and told this guy to leave her alone and blah 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 blah. Well, come to find out, this mafia boss that saved her that night was the same guy that she had a one-night stand with 8 years prior to that, when she got pregnant, and it was his son. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a good story. Right. Everybody was hungry. What time is it? I'm going to have to do the same here shortly. It's getting to be that time. Kind of digging this snake. Not sure why I picked the colors, but I think my jellyfish is the same colors. I should have picked something else, because now I've got two creatures going in the same color. That's all right. It's on just YouTube. What is it called? Actually, I can probably look. Hold on, because I got one of them up right now. It is the one I'm listening to right now. Is called the channel is Forbidden Devotion. So yeah, they have all kinds of different little short stories on their channels, and yep, they're really cool. I don't think this pencil. Nope. Look at pencil's not in the thing. It's crooked. That's why I won't sharpen right. I'll have to get out my M&R and sharpen it. drives me crazy when they sharpen crooked. But, you know, if it's not in the pencil right, then it will. It is. Some of them get pretty juicy. Some of them you got to really watch, though, because lately, some of the ones I've been listening to, it's like they'll end it, but in not a real ending. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, what the hell? That kind of was a sucky place to end that. I'm not supposed to end it there. But yeah, I don't like to sit and just watch TV and sometimes when my husband's just watching TV, I don't necessarily want to come in here and sit and color, because him and I will talk to a point, you know, and if it's late at night, you know, I don't want to come in here and color. I'm done. It's over for the day. The house is quiet, so I just turn on an audiobook and I'll watch some kind of video that I don't have to turn on the sound, and I'll listen to the audiobook and watch some weird video that I don't have to listen to it, you know, and just have to watch it. Like them trimming like the donkey's hoofs or something, because you can't understand what they're saying anyway. So I'll just watch some video and listen to my audiobook and lay there until I fall asleep. Some of them are cliffhangers, yes. But it drives me crazy when they do that. Like the other one that I was talking about, when it ended, you know, they fell in love and, you know, they're going to get married and live happily ever after. You can tell that, you know, that's where it was going. So it wasn't going to be anything, you know, like woohoo. So when it ended, you kind of knew where it was going. But some of them end and it's like, wait a minute. So I'm thinking they're going to come out with like a part 2. Because there was a couple that I seen today that had part 2s. And I haven't listened to those yet, so. Okay, I want this one. Oh shit, I gotta go throw my stuff in the dryer. I'm sitting here coloring and forgot all about it. Now it's gonna take me forever because it's a comforter to get dry before I'm ready to be done for the night. Way to go, Kim. Husband's gonna knock on the door here any minute, I betcha. Almost dinner time. I haven't heard Psycho Puppy in a little while. Right? What the hell was I thinking? You know, and it takes like several times in the dryer to dry a comforter because they get all wound up and rolled up, and you got to keep moving them and separating them so the inside gets dry. It's like, it's a pain in the butt. Sorry, it doesn't get fully dry. We'll just put the wet part on his side. I'm kidding, you guys. All right, well, probably ought to go and get that done. Let's do these. I don't know what they're supposed to be, but whatever they're supposed to be, they're going to be silver. And then these little funky shaped little stars will be silver. And then the other ones can be gold. Oh, wait a minute, we got a funky looking star thing. Ooh, do you hear my stomach? That was rude. All right, we'll do these little stars and then I'll go. I am going to plan, and I have to say plan because I'm going to have to let him know too, because it's going to be, but I want to plan a long video, because when I start coloring a page, I don't necessarily like to stop until it's done. So I think I'm going to do that one of these days in the near future. Is just start a page and color it until it's done, which is probably going to take about anywhere from, I'm thinking 3 to 6 hours. But yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. Some of it might be ASMR because I might run out of things to talk about. But, you know, we'll see. I might plan on having some guests, but yeah, all right. So this is what we've got so far. Let it focus. Let me get the stuff off the screen. Okay. So glittery gel pens. We even got some on the snake. And then leaves. And that's where we're at. No, I usually do Wednesdays and Sundays is what I've been trying to do. But lately it's kind of been like a sporadic thing. I was supposed to be on yesterday and forgot all about it, so I came on today. I am doing a special for Miss Lori on Friday at 11 p.m. Eastern. And I'll be on from 11 p.m. Eastern till 1 o'clock a.m. Eastern. um, and so we're still working on what we're gonna color. It's gonna be Teresa Goodrich on Friday though, but most of the time it will be on Wednesdays and Sundays. We just haven't stuck with that schedule lately. Thank you, you guys. Yes, the face is kind of creepy, but you know, it's a snake. It is supposed to be that way. Breaking out the Posca, you guys. You know me. Gotta get my Posca. What else do we want to do with the Posca? Gotta bling it out just a little bit. Not too much because it's got kind of its own little bling going as it is with all the stars. Yeah, that'll work right now. We don't want a whole lot. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You don't bug me, Lori, at all. Ever, ever, ever. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get some food myself. Throw my quilt or comforter in the dryer and let it get dry. And then I will see you guys on Wednesday for sure. Lori, you can call me anytime, but I will see you on Wednesday. All right. Big hugs. Love everybody. Stay safe. And see you soon. Bye, everybody.